Hey guys, it's me again. It's Laras here. Yep, it's me again. So in this video, I really want to share my experience with applying internship program with the US Embassy. And today's actually my first day of being an intern at the US Embassy. And that is something that really excites me because I've been wanting to be an intern at the US Embassy since the first year of college, the first semester of college. And there's this one semester in my university in the 7th semester, like a mandatory internship semester, where you just like dedicate this one semester only for internship. And I had planned that I wanted to have an internship at the US Embassy. Unfortunately, pandemic hit and the US Embassy's internship program was closed last year in 2020 and it just opened this year in 2021. I applied for that, and thankfully I'm really grateful that I got accepted into public affairs section, which is the division that is really relatable to my major in university. And I'm just really happy, and today is my first day and I just really want to share how I applied, like the process of me applying this internship program until I got accepted, because it's a really long process actually. Like they opened this internship program since I don't know, like January, I think January this year. But I've just started my internship program today. I hope this video is going to be useful for anyone who is also planning on joining the US Embassy as intern next year. And hopefully you guys, like someone bumps into this video and somehow I indirectly helped you. So yeah. The first thing is I actually will share how I found this opportunity. So I have been following like the US Embassy's Instagram for, I don't know, like 4 years. Only God knows. Also at America's Instagram and social media account like Twitter, Facebook, and etc. I have been following them for such a long time and I have been watching everything that they post. So when they post the internship opportunity, like the announcement, I directly okay, I'm going to apply this opportunity and I'm going to get it, and I got it. Actually shared this opportunity for such a long time, like on their website, like the requirements that they looked for, and I couldn't find that specific website actually because the opportunity is already passed. But I still have the requirements that they want us to have, some requirements that they require us to have if we want to apply for this opportunity. Which are, the first one is when we're about to apply for this opportunity, we have to choose which section that we want to apply. There were like some sections. First one is customer service, public affairs section, and USA Indonesia, and also the politics, and I don't know, it's politics section. I actually applied for 3 positions. The first one is at the public affairs section, and also at the USA and the politics section. I don't have any politics background. I have grown some interests in politics like recently because of Trump and Biden situation, and I just really want to learn more about politics. The requirements that they have if you want to apply for the internship position, the first one is the US Embassy application for foreign national student intern program. It's like we have to fill out some information about ourselves in a form. As long as I remember, it was like there are a lot of papers, a lot of numbers and sections that we have to fill out about ourselves. And the second one is statement of interest, why you are interested in joining this opportunity as an intern. So I wrote like 3 statement of interest letters because I applied for 3 positions. I basically tell about myself, my experience, my background as a public relations student. I wrote about having an experience as a voluntary teacher in Czech Republic through Isaac program, and my interest. I have huge interest in international relations, culture, and also history. And my experience as an intern at retail company as a marketing and social media intern. And what else? I also wrote that I had a blog that I run, which is now I barely post it because I don't have any time. I also wrote something about myself, like I'm a communicative person, I'm also a reliable person, and yada yada. And basically that's it. That's what I wrote. And I also had to sign a gratuitous, how do you pronounce that? Gratuitous service agreement. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly, but it's a letter that I had to sign that was provided by the US Embassy. Confirmation letter regarding personal medical insurance, which I requested from my father because my health insurance is from my father's company. Documentation proving legal resident status. I didn't submit the documentation providing legal resident status. I'm not a foreigner, I'm Indonesian. In February, I remember I submitted all of those documents to their email address, and I was like waiting for so long. I thought I was not accepted. I thought like they didn't even consider my application because it was like so long until finally I got an invitation for interview. If I'm not mistaken, it was actually in April until I got the invitation for interview between March or April. So I did the interview with two divisions, public affairs sections, and also US State called me for interview. And firstly, I did my interview with the public affairs section, and I was really nervous though. Like, I trained a lot what I wanted to do, what I wanted to say, and I didn't feel like I did my best during the interview because I was so nervous. Being called for an interview is something else for me, and I remember there were like 6 other participants who were like with me. We were separated into 2 days. I got the second day, but on the first day we were all together to get some orientation or like information about how the interview was about to happen. I did the interview with 3 people. One of them was the HR, and 2 of the people were actually the people from my division, from the public affairs section division. And I was asked about my experience, of course myself and my interests and what I want to learn, and some study case about making content, like really related to how I manage content. And the interview went for like 30 minutes-ish, I think. And yeah, so I did the interview with the public affairs sections. A couple days later, I got an invitation from the US Embassy too that I was invited for an interview with the USA team. And I was like, wow, I was really happy because like there were like 2 divisions that invited me for an interview even though I didn't know if I was accepted or not. I was really happy that I was being considered to be an intern. So yeah, I had the interview with the USA team. I also had my interview with 3 people, which is the HR, and 2 of them are from the USA team, and they asked about social media handling. I think it went pretty well because I was more confident because that's my second interview with the staff from the US embassies. They told me that they were about to like inform whether or not I was accepted within 2 weeks. But suddenly I got another email from the public affairs section that said they had challenge for me, a video challenge, which I was required to make a 1-minute video. You can choose like in English or Indonesia about myself, about the reason why I want to be an intern in public affairs section, as creative as possible. So that's the video challenge from the public affairs section. While I didn't get any challenge from the USA, it's only from the public affairs section. So I made a 1-minute long introduction video about myself. You can check on my Instagram account. And I discovered that all of these 6 applicants got to do the challenge too. And after like 1 week, I got another email saying that the public affairs section wanted me to do another challenge, which was a 30-second video about how I preserved the earth in order to celebrate the Earth Day. For that challenge, I had to make the video in Bahasa Indonesia, and I had to like make my followers to interact with me. I was thinking so hard to make something that is extraordinary, and for that short period of time, it's only 30 seconds, and I had to deliver many messages to the audience. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to open a question box on my Snapgram asking my followers about what their habit to preserve the earth, and I asked my friends to enter my questions, and I made a video based on their answers. It turns out there were only like 3 people who passed the previous stage who also got a challenge to make the Earth Day celebration video. I was actually really nervous though because like all of my friends and family, they expected me so much to get accepted, and I also really wanted to get this opportunity too. A couple days later, I tried to approach the USA team by emailing them asking about information if I was accepted or not, and turns out they didn't accept me to be the intern, but they were like really nice. And I remember on their rejection email, they wrote me something like, we remember that you applied for the public affairs section, so we really hope that you will be recreated into their division. And I was like, oh, a couple days later, I got the acceptance letter from the public affairs section division. Yay! And I was really happy. I was like screaming to my dad, like, Dad, I finally got the chance to be an intern at US Embassy. And you know, like my parents, they know how much I wanted this opportunity, and My dad was happy, my mom was happy, they congratulated me, and I was really happy. So yeah, that's basically how I got accepted. And then after I get the acceptance email, I had to go through another stages until I'm now here as an intern, which were the security background check and also the health check. And they required me to fill out another documents. There were a lot of documents that I had to give to them. Bear with me, I'm going to read it. Required documents that I had to submit in order to pass the security background investigation are, the first one is RSO form, or I can say it's a form that contains the information about my travel background and also my neighborhood and family background. And the overseas vetting questionnaire, original domicile letter from local government, original police criminal record check or SKCK, 2 copies of valid KTP, copy of valid driving license, family card, a list of travel outside of the country for the past 7 years, and copy of passport, 2 recent colored photographs, a copy of birth certificate, a copy of marriage certificate, but I'm single so I didn't have to submit that, and a copy of formal education, high school or diploma or university certificate and transcripts, and copy of vocational training or course and award certificates, and also copy of all reference letters from former employment. I also asked the reference letters from my lecturers in my university. And yeah, so those are the mandatory documents that I had to submit for the security background investigation. The next is for the health check. I was invited to come to hospital in Jakarta to run a whole health check from my blood test and my urine test and what do you call it, fancy, and also my whole body check. I had to take off my clothes and they checked for bumps inside my body and stuff, and the fee was covered by the US Embassy, so I was pretty lucky because I had a chance to consult with a doctor there for free about my health. Yeah, it was really fun. It was a really long and also fun experience. And finally, after everything was clear, for the background check and for the health check was clear, I had to wait for another 3 weeks, I think, until I got informed that everything was clear. I passed the background check and also the health check. I was concerned about my health so much, actually, I was afraid that I got tumor or something, but they didn't tell me anything. Hopefully, I don't have any tumor inside my body. After that, they informed me that I was clear to be the intern. And finally, today, June 21, 2021, marks the first day of me being the intern of the US Embassy at the Public Affairs section. Yay! Today is just about orientation though, and they kind of welcomed us. There were so many people from the US Embassy staff were invited to welcome us, and everyone was just so cool. Everyone was just so welcoming, and currently there are 13 interns in total, and I hope that everything is going well, and I'm just really excited for this opportunity, and I'm just really excited to be able to increase my knowledge, my perspective about the connection between Indonesia and to the US, and to connect with a lot of cool and amazing people during my internship program. And yeah, good luck for me and for the other interns too. So the next part that you're going to watch is actually the footage of me being the first day intern at US Embassy at the Public Affairs section, which there were not much of a footage for today because I'm not sure it was allowed for me to take the whole video, so I was just taking some short footage, but I hope it gives you a clear depictions and descriptions of what I did today.
Kita bawa KTP atau bawa SIM, baru ditaruh di pos 1, nanti kita akan dapat badge. Kalau misalnya kita jajan ke warung sebelah terus kita lupa gitu, nggak kurang nih.
So basically, first day of being an intern at the US Embassy. I'm currently having an orientation now. Started from this morning at 8 a.m. until later at 4 p.m. So basically, this stuff is telling us about everything about the work culture in US Embassy, about serangan yang pernah terjadi atau yang akan terjadi at US Embassy, because there are so many demonstrations happen around the area of US Embassy, American versus Indonesian people at work, a lot of things like that. And I got to talk with the HR. It's really interesting because I got to learn a lot of things about the connection between Indonesia and the US. I just found out today that there was a bomb attack at the US Embassy in Nairobi in 1998. And that's crazy. And the ambassador himself should have come today welcoming the interns, but he couldn't make it, so it's only the representation. But He's also really amazing. And yeah, I'm going to update you later. Bye! By the way, I also got a chance to talk with the other intern that come from IT divisions and USA and also customer service. Me as a public affairs section, I will most likely do my work here at home. But for the IT and customer service, they're going to come to the office, and I'm just really jealous though because the US Embassy's office is just really cool. I visited the office when I was having the security background check for interview, and it was so amazing. Like, I didn't feel like I was in Indonesia actually. Like, the architecture is just so amazing. So I really look forward to coming to the office. Hopefully, I will be able to come to the office. I've been begging the HR to invite me to come to the office because I cannot just like come without being invited. I have to own like an ID card first to be able to get into the office. But yeah, even though I have begged like the HR staff, like two of the HR staff actually about me coming to the office, but both of them said that I still had to report to my supervisors, whom I have not yet met. But I really hope that I will be able to come to the US Embassy's office again, and we'll have a little tour there. And yeah, wish me luck. So that's little footage of me being an intern. First day intern at US Embassy at the public affairs section. I hope you guys can understand a little bit about what I did today, which is the orientation. And tips and tricks from me for those of you who are also planning to apply for the internship program at US Embassy. Do not forget to follow all of their social media at US Embassy Jakarta and at America too, because at America is a part of US Embassy's cultural program, and they post frequently. They are very informative, and you'll get a lot of information about everything on their social media. Just follow their social media and prepare all of the required documents. They're really meticulous about requirements. And do not forget to learn about your role, like the division that you want to apply, and do not forget to like relate your educational background and your experience and your skill to the division that you're applying for, because that's really important. And be confident, be all out, practice your English, practice to talk during the interview, to answer the questions from the interviewers, and do not forget to also ask some questions to the interviewers, because when you ask questions to the interviewers, it makes you look like you are like proactive and active, which is you are indeed. So yeah, I think that's all for today's video. I hope it helps some people out there who are also wanting to apply for the internship program at US Embassy. And yeah, thank you so much, and see you guys all soon. Bye!